Hey guys, what is going on? It's your friendly neighborhood Latin the cosplayer here. This topic is a serious topic and also a topic that we gotta talk about. And this topic is going around in my community, the Power Rangers community, about Power Ranger is dead. And this came up from a YouTuber, which I haven't met yet, and hopefully one day I'll meet. He goes named by Bruno, mmpr toys. All he does is he reviews Power Ranger toys, or sometimes other toys as well, like Kamen Riders and other stuff. You know, he reviews the toys, the morphers, the blasters, you know, the guns, the blasters, the weapons, and even other stuff like the legacy helmets and other stuff. And also he has some guests like the Ranger guests or cosplay guests, and he does guests too. So I watched his channel. I just saw a description saying Power Ranger dead. And I checked it out, and he's explained that a YouTube representative, he went to a YouTube like headquarters type of thing, and went to like a distribution went to representative there, if how to embrace, how to expand his channel, what way can he do to do, not like make it better, but just spending more to to help grow the channel more. And this representative told him that that you need to stop, you need to change your content, and you need to stop doing Power Rangers because Power Rangers is a dead franchise. I'm thinking in my mind, I will say Power Rangers is not dead. It's still around. It's still going on. The series has been going on for almost like 27 years, almost. So, it was 26. Well, I think it's gonna be 27. I'm not sure. And we getting new series of Beast Morphers. We got the Blue comics going on. They just announced a new Power Ranger Battle of the Grid, which is the same creators who did Legacy Wars. Is that? Yeah, Legacy Wars. I said Legacy. Legacy Wars. Legacy Wars. And of course you got popular YouTuber, not just doing Power Ranger toy, but you got Power Ranger guests, like you got Jason and Frank, who not only he's a YouTuber now, but he goes around and he joins other channels. I mean, he also does a lot of like skits. He does a lot of things with Bad in the Sun, and also he's also in charge trying to bring the franchise back to life. And also you got other channels that that I also watch, like Andre Metal, Black Comedy, which he is a super Power Ranger fan like myself. And he loves everything retro and everything, and I met him and he's so awesome, and now he's a Blue Ranger, a Power Ranger Hyperforce. And also we got Chris Canada, who does his stuff at the Philippines, and doing his cosplay Power Ranger skits, which is so funny. We also got a couple of my friends who have a new series called Jamagers. We got Kamen Rider Studios, who had their Power Rangers World thing going on. And also we got Crimson Studio, who doing a Power Ranger Ninja Storm going on. So Power Ranger is not dead as a franchise. And that right there, it kind of gives me a little puzzle of speaking to YouTube. And I'm going to speak to YouTube right now, because I've been in YouTube for so long. And I see all the changes going on. And it's not like Power Ranger is dead. YouTube is changing. And they changed it to far better worse than it was since the past years. We got the Logan Paul situation when he goes out there in Japan disrespecting the Japanese. The Japanese are the one who created Power Rangers, which they call Super Sentai. And without Japanese generous rhythm of having us giving permission to use their footage to make Power Rangers, then we would have relationships with them. One thing is that I think what YouTube representative tries to say is that Power Rangers is not as mainstream of how it used to be back then, which I kind of had to say, it is kind of true. At least Japan, at least that show is much more mainstream in Japan than in United States. But at least United States is getting to know about the backstory about where the source material came from. And same thing with anime. When anime, was created, like was brought to the United States, everybody didn't think it was Japanese animation. So when they found out it was from Japan, they know that Japan, they done it first, and then Japan is allowing Americans to bring these stuff into the United States to have people to watch them, so that would be cool. We pretty much cool. If it was for Japan, we would have got Power Rangers today, to be honest. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. In order to do being mainstream again, they gotta do more with the movies. Like make more Power Rangers movies. Like continue with the reboot. With the last movie came out. Hopefully they continue with that. That way that people know that the Power Rangers movie is still going on, and also bring the show all over. Like Netflix, Hulu, everywhere. Also, just try to make. It's just what it is that Power Rangers needs to be mainstream more enough. It needs to be mainstream more enough. I go to Ranger Stop every year, and Ranger Stop is one of my favorite conventions because I see my videos. I've been to Ranger Stop like since 2015, I think I went to, and I've been going there every year, and every year that count gets bigger, and now they announced they're doing a little tour, and they're gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia in June, which I always give them props for them, and hopefully Power Rangers get to tour all around the world with Power Rangers guests only, and also PMC, they're doing their tour, and their first stop is gonna be in Texas. So, yeah, it's just, I think Power Rangers being more mainstream. They're not mainstream enough like how Marvel and DC comics are. But if they're more mainstream enough, then YouTube will realize, oh my god, Power Rangers is still around, like they're still here. But also, I also question enough to say, if Power Rangers franchise is dead, why are they still working with Jason and Frank in other channels? Do they see that? Do they see he go to like IGN or GameSpot or other video sites and so? I mean, I don't know. It's just, but yet again, YouTube. Ever since YouTube changed, like YouTube been changing a lot, and all our favorite channels that we grew up watching has been changing a lot. In my seeing source, Power Rangers is not dead. It's still going on. We're getting a new series. We're getting Beast Morphers. The comics is still going on. Boom Studio is still killing it with their comic series. We're getting a brand new Power Ranger game that's coming out. It's a fighting game based on Legacy Wars type of thing, but it's gonna be all the consoles, which we haven't had a console Power Ranger game since Mega Battle. But as a fighting game, we haven't had a fighting Power Ranger game since Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Fighting Edition, which that came out on Super Nintendo, and possible, I heard rumors that they wanted to do another, continue on with the reboot, with the sequel of the 2017 Power Ranger movie, or might make a new Power Ranger movie, something like that. And then also we also got a lot of Ranger cats who really wanted to make a comeback and do like a adult version of Power Rangers or something like that. I don't know. It's just what it is. I think Hasbro, if Hasbro's watching this, I think Hasbro needs to start making Power Ranger mainstream all over. Like if they could do that with with Transformers and all stuff like that, then they need to start doing that with Power Rangers, and that way people could understand that that Power Ranger is still here, You know, I got to meet all the cast of Rangers, and they are super nice. They're super friendly. I like practically like friends with all of them, and yeah, and this Saturday, I will be in PowerCon, and two of the Power Ranger cast, Chris McKinney Lee played Angels for Power Ranger Space, and then Sandy Sandler, who was Alpha 5 in the mmprtoys years. Um, they both gonna be there, and hopefully we get more Power Rangers. You know, maybe we get like a main Power Ranger convention, like a big Power Ranger convention in New York City one day. How we get New York Comic Con or New York or something like that, because if everybody could see that, that way the whole world can know that Power Rangers is still around. You know, so. But anyway, guys, what do you guys think about this topic? It is a topic that it is a questionable topic, but it is a topic. It is a topic that we also talk about and also should think about, because I will answer it that Power Rangers is not dead. The series is still going on. The community is still strong for us community. But as mainstream wise, it needs to do much better with the mainstream, being more mainstream than it is. How it was back in the 90s, like how Power Rangers blew up and it became super mainstream, that Power Rangers are everywhere. They could do charity ranches, you know, they were everywhere, you know. If I see like a Power Ranger guest or any cast from a movie that could be on a TV show or talk show or something like that, then we know that Power Rangers are to be everywhere, you know, being mainstream, you know. So, but that's what I think. I think Power Rangers needs to be more mainstream enough, and that's why you two think that the franchise is dead, because it's not mainstream enough and nobody cares about the show anymore, which is not true. I don't think anybody cares about the show anymore. I think what it is that Power Rangers is not mainstream enough. That's what it is. If it's more mainstream enough, then hopefully the show will do good. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you guys are huge Power Ranger fan yourself, like myself. Make sure you guys tell your story of how you think that Power Ranger could be saved, or Power Ranger could do much better, in order to let the world know how can Power Ranger be mainstream. What can Power Ranger, what way that Power Ranger could be mainstream enough to be mainstream, you know, that you two could understand that it's popular again, you know. But you can't just win everybody. You just gotta continue what you gotta love, and just don't let anybody stop you. And this is why I hardly much do myself with YouTube, because YouTube is changing a lot. Especially YouTube likes to, you know, doesn't really care about the small channel, doesn't care about a lot of crazy things. They all care about the Logan Paul, they care about the Fortnites and all this stuff, all these dumb stuff, and and I think I think us YouTubers need to, like, I think we missed the old YouTube. we missed the old YouTube, and we just wish that everything was just so simple, not just so complicated. But now it's so complicated because, you know, everything is about competition. Everything is about money. Everything is about, you know, like what is much trendy now, and then people do stuff, stupid trendy stuff. So, but anyway, guys, that is my take of the Power Rangers series. Oh yeah, and of course, you know, I would definitely do more cosplay. I have two or three Power Ranger cosplay. Hopefully I get it by this year. If not, then I will get it next year sometime. Then I will definitely do a review of that. Oh yeah, this is my shirt. This shirt was made by one of the Alpha 5s from the Power Ranger movie, and which she is so cool. She's so awesome. But yeah, well anyway, guys, hope to see you guys around, and I will be at PowerCon this Saturday. And yeah, let me know in the comments about your, like, what you guys think about, you know, Power Rangers. You guys think the series is dead, or you guys think the series is still going on, or you guys think, or then also, like, what you guys think also about, you know, not think, but what can Power Rangers can do? What can Hasbro should do with Power Rangers in order to make it mainstream enough to let the world know that Power Rangers is still alive. So, oh yeah, and also one, oh yeah, and one last thing. Not what I said. Oh, and also they forgot that we had a float, a Power Ranger float, on Thanksgiving parade. So, but anyway, guys, I gotta go. I got things to get ready. So I'll be at PowerCon Saturday, and yeah, continue on with the photo shoots and go on. So I will try to post as much content as I can, and definitely new costume cosplays will be on the way, or will be sometime in the summer or spring. I will definitely do reviews on that. But anyway, guys, letting the cosplayer geeking out to the next video.